carry a pack of Band-Aids than it is suntan lotion, you know? So, you can carry a pack of Band-Aids with you. Can you scream yeet? I could. That's a possibility. I could do that at any time. I'd rather scream yoink or Gilgamesh. But sometimes you end up in places where the radiation levels are a little higher and the sun's a little stronger and the Earth's magnetosphere isn't as powerful. So the solar flares hit Earth a little stronger. And, if you spend too much time there, you get a little skin cancer. And I don't mean the anime, I mean the ancient text, which I have somewhere. But thank you for following me. Followed the host. See, I got a message that said that you followed the host. Now, I don't know if that means you followed me, or if you followed somebody named the host, or if you followed the Bong Joon-ho film The Host, or if... Oh, okay, you did follow me. Or the Stephanie Meyer trash novel, The Host. Oh, anyways, so you arrive in a place and you find out you don't know what the sun's radiation is emitting. You don't know what the Earth's magnetosphere is protecting. And so you just throw a Band-Aid on your nose real quick and just to protect your nose from some radiation. I'm indoors now, but, you don't know what's going on. You learn these little tricks and stuff from wanderers who come through every now and then and teach you a thing or two. And usually they got big red noses. Mine's not that big and red. Could you give us a tour of the library? I could show you some of the books. Here. Let's see. Let me pick this up. We got... Sorry, it's a mess. How do I turn this around? Do I tap it? Do I hold it? Okay, well, I don't know how to turn this around. Some books. Some more books here. Some more books here. Here's some trash and some crap I picked up from outside. Here's a painting I stole from a museum. I guess I should unplug this. Here's some more books. Here's an X-Files toy. Here is a bunch more books. I really like this book a lot. It's probably one of my favorite books. If we look over here, we could see Virgin Mary. We've got Confederacy's Dunces is a good book. We got 2 layers of books going back here. Let's move down some. Got some more old creepy stuff we found. This is more of a poetry section. So over here. Whoop! Oh! Well, I broke something. That's okay. I'll get some version of me to fix that. This is where I keep comic books I find. A lot of them end up torn and ripped and stuff, because when you find a comic book, it's usually, rolling through the streets. Here's some more fun stuff. Go down here. We got some more books. Let's come on over here. A collection of cameras that I've found. Half of them work, half of them don't. Some paintings. Come on up here. Here's some more fun crap we found. Here's some old game stuff I found. Old Nintendos. That's just a box. We come on over here. Here's some more of the esoterica. This is the stuff that'll you gotta be careful with. If I bump into some of this stuff wrong, this is a lot of the protection stuff. This is stuff I gotta take with me when I go to different places. We get down here, we get the more. There's Pikachu. He's got kind of a problem going on, as you can see. We go down here. We got a bunch more evil books. There's the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Most of you guys have Bibles in your worlds. Books on religion. All the different religions in case. So, when I end up in a place, I know what God to worship, and I don't say something wrong that'll end up getting me, or crucified, or burned at the stake, or whatever goes on in the world I'm in. So I got to keep a bunch of different books on religion and different religions and stuff. There's a bunch of wands. Here's a baby Jesus. There's a... Let's see. What else we got? When I say, different versions of Earth, or different versions of whatever you call, most of them are called Earth. Things like that don't really change that often. What else we got in the library? Got some stuff here. Got some art. See? I think that about sums up a lot of... Come on over here. Here's a shrine to a bunch of the different gods I've met and talked to. Every universe has their own different god and belief, and you have to be sort of an omnist about this stuff. Although this Christ, he fell down, so he actually broke his arms. And come over here. That's why could you leave those worlds and not Hostile County? They weren't... Those worlds... Hostile County was all connected in those worlds. So those worlds were part of Hostile County. Or part of Hostile County was in those worlds. And that's why I was able to come on in. Hey, Barney666. So I was able to just sort of wander through those worlds. And this is Earth. Okay? Earth is not shaped like this. Hey, Battery Acid! Hi! Thanks for following me. This is Earth, and it's flying through space, and you're walking along. I don't know what this is, but this is you, and you're walking along Earth, and then and you're walking along through Hostile County, and then you bloop into a new universe, and suddenly this is a different part of Hostel County. You're at a different angle and everything's different. And you don't understand what's going on. You don't understand where you are. And bloop, you're back in your old universe, but you're in a totally different part, you know? But it's still Hostel County, is the point. And that's the best I can explain it right now. Yeah, I guess. Okay. There's a thought experiment about why time travel would never work. Because you're constantly flying through space, okay? Like the Earth is constantly going through space. And you decide to go back in time. I'm going to go back in time. And you did go back in time, but now the Earth is way over there. And you're still right here. And so you're now just in empty space and you die. You're such a beautiful and fascinating person. Thank you, that means so much. But so you're still right here in space, floating. Or let's just say the Earth moved a tiny bit and you're now in the middle of the Earth, the molten core, and you're evaporated. Also County is sort of like that, in that every version of Earth is relatively, if you was to wormhole or something nice and safe. That's the trick. As long as I've been here, every portal I've found, you can't really send people through. I can send electrical signals. I can send video, although you have to decompress it unless it's live like this. If I send video through that I've recorded, it ends up all glitchy and messed up. It ends really glitchy and messed up. That's why I have to fix it. With science and stuff, Exurb 1A. I'll check it out. I gotta remember that. Exurb 1A. I don't know if I could screenshot. If I screenshot, well, I'll remember it. But I was saying something and I don't remember at all. Something about something. Oh yeah, wormholes. You can't send people through. You can send live footage. You can send electrical signals. You can send... I tried sending a camera a couple times. That didn't work. You kind of just go when Hostel County says you can go. Unless you know little spells and tricks and stuff or runes that'll keep you where you need to be. And so when I end up in the library, I'll cover myself in some crap and blah, blah, and then I'll start a live video and I'll just start talking to you guys, you know? And then I don't know if I want you following me. I'm not going to say your name. But anyways, so you end up in Hostel County. Thanks for the awesome con. Do you mean con as in short for conversation or content? Oh, okay, cool. I thought you were on to me. That's my shady face. If you see me making that face, it means I'm being shady. I love your name. Kunfuje is how I'm going to pronounce that. Because I don't know if TikTok will ban me for saying certain things. Heart. Back at you. And I would say, I mean, I think your universe is curved. And Hostel County's the flat place. Because Hostel County, I can wander around, and occasionally I wander in and out of your universe. So if the green is Hostel County, I'll be blah, 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 blah. That's me. I'm the little guy, the little screw head? I don't know what this is. And I'm wandering along, and then oops, look, your universe popped up. But you know what? It may work different. It may work different because when the crack in the sky comes in and leaks from the sky, maybe your universe is the sky, the flat one, and then here comes Hostile County pushing down into your universe, you know? So maybe that's how it works, you know? From your end. From my end, it's like this, you know? And from your end, it's like this. Did I say urine? And there's certain things I still can't talk about. Mainly because I haven't figured a way that they'll let me get away with talking about. So, you know, I make videos and I send stuff through and junk in a way that they'll let me. And, you know, song is a way. That's why I think they made the nursery rhyme. I think the nursery rhyme was a trick. Earlier you mentioned different versions of yourself. I know that when I'm not in the library, stuff will get done. And new books will arrive. And I've left notes, but it doesn't work quite like that. I've tried to leave notes for whoever's changing things. But also, when I find a note, I get freaked out and I rip it up before reading it. So, my theory is there's another version of me doing the same thing. Because notes can contain spells and can contain cryptic runes and stuff, and you know, I don't know, other wanderers might leave something behind, or just people may accidentally draw something that they saw neat in the book that can really mess me up. How much control do you have over the situation? Like where you end up? I mean, I don't really unless I put certain things or get tattoos of symbols and runes and depending, like I'll mark myself with certain symbols and stuff, and then I can sort of play the odds. Here's one thing I could teach you all that's important. My Band-Aid's popping up, which probably means I shouldn't tell you guys this. Why is my face glitching? That's probably not good. Luck is real and tangible. So, you gotta learn to play the odds. And one way I increase the odds on where I'm going to end up is I'll draw symbols, or I'll draw spells, or do routines and rituals, and I'll cover myself in cryptic runes and junk that will keep me where I want to be or send me where I want to go. And it works most of the time in that I've increased my chances of ending up somewhere, but I never 100% end up exactly where I want to go. And I may even blink out of existence while talking to you guys. I think I've got it pretty down pat, though. Are spells a thing? And you asked how wanderers leave. I have begged wanderers to please explain stuff like that. And so far, all it's done is ended up with them leaving earlier. So, after many of wanderer come through and had left, I have learned to keep my mouth shut about certain things, and one of them is how do I leave Hostile County. Beg them to take me with them when they do leave, and at the point when they're going and I know that there's no keeping them, I will start to beg them to explain how they can go from place to place. And I've had people beg me to explain stuff. I explain what I can. And I know that there are rules for certain wanderers that for some reason I haven't encountered why certain stuff can't be said. I know that you can face injury, and I know that there's backlash from somewhere, but I haven't figured that stuff out yet. It's a learning process. It's been this way for very, 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 very long time. There's a crack in the sky. Beyond that crack there is an eye. Beyond that eye there is a being made of madness and dreams. And in those dreams there is a man come from far off distant lands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Let's pray he opens them. Lots of people joining, lots of people leaving. Just like my life. Anyways, let's read from the Necronomicon. Book of 50 names. I don't need to know that stuff. Most of these don't do anything in Hostile County. I've gone over this a million times. A lot of these don't do anything. Maybe I'm summoning some eldritch god or something, but I've covered my body in these. I've tattooed them. I've carved them into my flesh, and nothing works. What's your hope the world will look like after he opens his hands? Oh, I forgot to move my face. I don't want to talk about that. We'll keep that our little secret for now. By our, I mean mine. I'm going to keep that my secret for now. Not yours. Not for you to know. Not for you to know. If I line this up, how do I line this up so that it matches my... Wait, a little bit more. Wait. I can't see what I'm doing. Oh well. Drew Hammond, Cheese Doodle, Dr. Diva, Iluzer. Wait, let me see if I missed any questions. I don't even know who you are on my For You page, so I hopped on your life. Thank you, Zoe McKeel, for hopping on. Enjoy the ride. You bought the ticket. So now you gotta enjoy the ride. Well, I mean, I guess you don't gotta enjoy the ride, but you bought the ticket. Can you talk about the symbol on your forehead? This is a symbol just to sort of keep me in place. The other symbol I had did the same thing, and it was it looked like an upside down cross. So I stopped doing it. So instead, I had to do this one with the two little dots on the corner. Just because when I did the upside down cross, a lot of people got upset. So I went through all my books and stuff and tried to find something that did the same basic idea of keeping me here in the library and not blinking out of existence. Could you share the rules of Hostile County that you know? There's certain things I've learned not to talk about just because you start burning. You start hurting when you start talking about them. You learn the runes, what runes do what, and you can't really write them down because by the time things reset and you wake up, they're gone. So you got to kind of memorize things. Unless you find a central location, like the library, you know. Rules. people if you go to certain empty buildings. You know what? I'm going to show you guys an empty building. I'll upload a video. Yeah, that'll be my next video. I'll show you guys how a building can have, like, it'll look like people are there and everything, and then you go up to it and nobody's in there, and if you check the reflection, there's nobody behind you, but if you turn around and look, everybody's there. Although it's going to be kind of tricky now, because I think a lot of versions of Earth have viruses or a virus or something going around. I could try and find a version of Earth that doesn't. Although lately I haven't been able to. So it must be a universal thing. I don't know. There are constants. Earth being called Earth is one of them, at least in English. Sans Undertale. I like the name Honey Slime. I like slime names. I know it's passé, but do you think people through the windows are looking into other worlds? Maybe. They don't see me half the time. Sometimes they do, and I'm making an ass out of myself thinking that they don't, and then I realize that the reflection is empty because the parking lot is actually just empty behind me, and I'm not actually, because if I can make sure they don't see me, but I gotta prepare for that. When you first arrive in Hostel County, though, people will not see you, and you. Hey, thanks for sharing my stuff, Amy again. So when you first arrive in Hostel County, people will think, or you will think, this has happened a lot, and by a lot I mean twice. I've come across people who I thought I was a wanderer, and I get all excited thinking they're going to share something with me, only to find out that I know more, because I see them and they're dumbstruck. They've either been in Hostel County a long time and don't know it, or more often than not, they think they're dead and they're ghosts and nobody can see them. They aren't ghosts and they aren't dead. They're just somehow wandered into Hostel County. I don't know if Hostel County appeared and they just happened to wander in, and because there wasn't a crack in their sky, or there was a crack in their sky and they didn't notice it, but they wandered into Hostel County and they haven't left that plane. And now they're just sort of stuck in this one version of Earth and this one Hostel County. And so somehow I blink into their world and they think they're the only person, and I'm waving at them and I'm trying to get their attention, and their mind is processing, because they haven't spoken to another person in maybe a decade, that, oh my God, somebody's talking to me. And then I have to explain things to them that, no, they're not dead. And I don't know anything either. And then either I leave or they leave. And it's a bummer. But what are you going to do? That's just how things are here. Hey guys. Hey Cosplay Trash 2003. Hey Finna and Sad Lean Trim and Gregory Lit. Have you ever tried using a compass in Hostel County? I haven't found a compass. Compasses are hard to find. Yeah, but you know what? I did think about that. I wanted to see if it did the, the movie thing where it like spins. There's a compass on this device, I think. I don't know how to. Tell you what, I'll try and get the compass thing to. How do I? I don't know what I'm doing. Have I ever? But I'll try. I'll try to use a compass, and I'll report back if there's a compass on this phone. I'll let you know. Uh, yeah, but it's not a normal phone, so I don't know if it has a compass or even any app. Um, and I'm starting to burn. You guys hear that? It's not me. Okay, it stopped. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Might have to go in a bit. But uh, let's see if we can. Oh shit! I was gonna try and summon some Eldritch Bean or something. How about I read you a passage? We can end on a positive note. Someone told me this once, so I wrote it down. Okay. Perhaps the city wasn't a city at all, but a kind of anthill, where all the dead of earth were first enslaved and then eaten. And once that happened, did they finally die for good? Perhaps not. I didn't want to remember the couplet so-and-so had quoted, but was helpless not to. This is not the dead which can eternal lie, and with strange eons even death may die. Somewhere among the marching horde was my family. Somewhere in there was blah blah blah. Gotten instead a sterile world, hollow stars, and a charnel kingdom where the guardian ant things sometimes crawled and sometimes stood upright, their faces hideously suggestive of the human. This horror was afterlife, and it was waiting not just for the evil ones among us all, but for us all. I also have a book of forbidden knowledge. It's not all that forbidden. It's not at all what I thought it was going to be. I was hoping for some real cool forbidden knowledge and stuff, but nope. Nope. Here's a book on galactic alignment. I never know what I'm going to find. And sometimes if I go looking for something, I end up with the opposite. So let that be a lesson to y'all. Don't try. No, I'm kidding. Try. Remember, there's a crack in the sky. Beyond that crack there. Why can't books stay but not notes? I don't trust notes. I don't trust notes. Bad things happen when you write things down here in Hostile County. I hope the sky is okay, because I don't want to get like I know. I don't think you can die in Hostile County, and I don't want to end up with a disease of some kind and be stuck with it, you know? I've already damaged my nerves and stuff, so I have what's called neuropathy, so I burn a lot all over. And so, uh, you know, you can hurt yourself here and be stuck with that ailment, and that's what I did. And so you gotta be careful while you're here. I probably should be wearing padding and stuff in case I you know, but I guess I get hit by a car, you know, but they don't ever tend to hit me. They come very close, but they never do. And now I don't know if that's luck. I don't know if that's protective symbols, or I don't know if that's just coincidence, which I guess I can file under luck. Um, so I am going to study up on some Irish folklore and mythology and see if there's anything in there I can use. I found a nice book on pagan Ireland, and I found a nice system of divination. Uh, and the books can stay because this is a central location, and I don't know if somebody else had come here before and put a lot of protective spells, but I put a lot of protective crap on this location and further, and it had already been here. So, is there any one thing you want to look for in Hostel County? There's some wanderers I very much would like to see again. Very, very much. There are some books. There are some just memorabilia, nostalgic stuff. Things like, you know, a stuffed animal or something simple that you latch onto and you carry with you for a while just because it's in your pile or in your backpack or something, and then you keep with you for a while, and then it just sort of, one day you wake up and it's gone, and you're in a whole new place with a whole new outfit. You know, it's weird when you don't have much. The thing that stays with you, you know, sticks with you. I don't even remember where I got this shirt, you know, or these pants, or these shoes. Some days you wake up and you're dressed all in white. Who knows? I don't know why. For some reason, it picked white today. Some day you wake up, your hair is pink. Some day you wake up, your hair is blue. Some days it changes right before my eyes. I'll try and show you that live. Next time, I'll show you guys my hair color change live. That is always crazy when that happens. And I can tell when it's going to happen, too. You know, that's just life here in Hostel County. That would be a treat. Yeah. I'll show you guys change it. The color change live. It's cool when it happens. Until next time, I'm Hoodwinked Fool. You guys are the freaks and moths out there. I don't have a sign off. I should come up with one. Probably something involving cracks in skies and keeping them open and cracking them wide. So keep those skies cracked, open, wide.